everybody, Chaos Gaming here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact, and also, we're just going to be talking about My Hero as a whole, because in today's video, if you guys haven't been keeping up with what's going on every time that we had an episode for the final season, basically, we were allowed to collect tickets every weekend that the episode went live to get a total of 60 tickets. So in today's video, I'm going to be wasting all those tickets and then, you know, just talking about this final season as a whole. Not going to probably go way too deep into it because I want to make its own separate video of me talking about the final season, which I'll do tomorrow. I just took a little bit of time with that because I'm trying to get it like a little bit set up for a special thing, because this is like what we know so far is going to be the end of My Hero. I mean, even though what we saw so far makes it seem like it's not the case, trying to say without really putting spoilers into it, because again, I want to say that for its own special thing, and this is the dub that hasn't really catched up yet, which I find pretty dumb, but let's get to some and then I'll talk about that. So, it's crazy that we were blessed early on with My Hero of having the dub and the sub basically around the same time. The only time that it felt like it were going to be separated was around season 4, but that was only like by a couple of hours for the first part. And then I think around the second part, that's where I got kind of iffy with it. You guys correct me if I'm wrong with that. I'm not like, you know, just because I'm a YouTuber here, I'm not going to be 100% right. I'm not going to have all the facts ready to go. But I think it's when the second part of season 4, or definitely I think it was around season 5, that's when it started to hit, with the episodes starting to split up. Also, we got a UR support memory, nice. And the reason that was the case was because I know by season 5, that's when COVID was a thing, and it was understandable what was going on, you know, making it aware that in most cases, you couldn't really have people at the studio at the same time like that, because it's like, you know, you never know if somebody had COVID or not, and even if it's the case, you know, 6 feet apart and all that, even though they're like in their own little studio booth thing, but they are kind of close to each other at the end of the day, the voice actors most times, like I see it, and that's where the whole, like, you know, they're shifting to, you know, making it where, like, you know, some voice actors are now able to record from home and all that other stuff. Maybe they've done it before COVID, I don't know, but I think it's more apparent that we saw, like, during COVID, a lot of more, like, voice actors working at home and stuff, and then it was, like, from season 5 on where we started noticing, okay, well, damn, now we're getting hit with the fact that dub and sub are not going to be at the same time, which, at that point, this is my personal opinion, I feel like if that was going to be the case for the final season, if dub and sub were going to be, like, separated, I'd rather have every single season before have dub and sub separated, and have the final season have dub and sub together, because I feel like it's more impactful for everybody that wants to watch it in their preferred language, because there are people that prefer to watch the, you know, the anime and dub, and that's okay, and there's some people that want to watch it in sub, and that's okay. Whoa! Oh, that's sick! I'll take it. I miss the Doyle, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, it's just a cool character, bro. And I want to say this too, for mostly because I don't know if anybody asked this before, but it could be the case that somebody did ask it. I probably forgot to mention it. You know, Bakugo and All Might are your favorite. How come you don't have Midoriya up there like that? It's because I don't know if I really want to count the main character like that, because the main character is, you know, the character that you're supposed to be, you know, watching majority of the time, looking at the whole time. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly, but it's like, you know, you're supposed to be hooked to the main character majority like that, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, that's what's captivating majority of the time, the main character. Like, that's who's the one that's taking majority of the screen time. Well, except for One Punch Man recently, that I've been seeing that they just had episode 9, and that's where Saitama basically shows up again after 6 episodes of him going MIA. And there are some instances where anime where the main character isn't kind of there for one arc, which is fine, but it's like, you know, mainly you're watching the anime, especially at the beginning, to see the journey of the main character. That's basically majority of the time while you're there. And that's why I really don't like to count main characters as their own, like, thing, because I feel like they have their own category to it. Unless it's like, damn, bro, like, maybe I just should put them up there. Like, for example, with Naruto, I really like Sasuke a lot. Sasuke's one of my favorite characters. But then, you know, you got Naruto, who's also one of my favorite characters, but he is the main character, so of course I'm gonna mess with him, man. I really like him a lot. But off tracking there, another thing with My Hero as well is, like, with this show, man, it's like, without this show, oh, my bad, I did not mean to skip whatsoever, but without this show, I feel like I wouldn't be in the position where I am today, talking to all of you guys in the comment section, making YouTube videos, even though I've been kind of slacking, but there is a reason why that is the case. Number one, I've been kind of busy. Number two, the other day I had to go with my father because he had surgery and then he was recovering and all that, so I was taking care of him in that department as well. Also, another thing is that, you know, I'm going through a little bit of stuff right now that I'm trying to handle in my own way. Just making sure that, you know, for the future of myself and trying to make it to where this channel can succeed a little bit more. Trying to see if I can make it to where we could get a little bit more funds for us to get a whole computer going for us, because I skipped it again, damn it. Oh my god, at this point I might as well skip everything. Or we can make it kind of special, like a surprise, like, oh my god, we don't know if he's gonna get a UR now. But the point is, I'm trying to make it where, like, before All Justice comes out, we can have a good computer at least. Like, not like a crazy gaming computer that's like 5K or more, but, you know, a good one that can last us for the majority of All Justice, because I want to make sure I have great content for you guys for All Justice, because I do feel bad about the whole thing that happened with Ultra Rumble. And, you know, I've explained my story before about why that wasn't the case. I really can't record Ultra Rumble like that, which is, my room is like an open room. I'll say it again though. So my room is like an open room. There's no door for it to be closed. So it makes it difficult for me to record because there is a lot of background noise that happens. So I have to be specific on the time that I want to record Ultra Rumble stuff. That's why a lot of time you don't see it, man. Like, I swear, I wish I could have gone back in time and make it aware, like, you know, I just put a box in my room and then I won't really have background noise like that. But that is the case with Ultra Rumble. That's the reason why I can't record that, sadly. From time to time I can record it, but not all the time. And it's also, I mean, the reason why I haven't been able to live stream like that as of recently, for those people that, you know, are wondering. It's like, it's very hard for me to have a, you know, a live stream ready to go for more than an hour or two. And it's also taking care of my voice as well. But the main thing is just that, you know, I don't want the background noise to pop up, and then it's just like a whole annoyance. Because I remember somebody was saying too, they were like, you know, I can hear that conversation, man. The talking status is like, you know, I kind of don't want you to hear that conversation. That's the thing. Even though you guys are the guys, those are the guys-ettes for the girls out there, but it's still like, you know, like, that's between them at the end of the day. And then, like, as for the personal thing, like, you know, my hero has helped me try to get better with that personal thing that I'm going through right now, and it definitely has. But it's just kind of getting back into it again, and it's like, I need to make sure that once and for all, that I get rid of this thing that I'm going through right now. So I am going to be taking the next step forward for that, which I wish I could share, but I can't. It's just something a little bit too personal for me right now, that it's just like, it'll probably affect the way that things are. But with that, that's where we're ending today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. You guys don't understand how appreciative I am about when you like the video, comment, whatever. Even if you're just subscribing, liking the videos, and you're not commenting, I appreciate you guys a ton, because I feel like I wouldn't have been in this position in the first place if it wasn't for you guys. At the end of the day, I don't know if I already said this, I always think about you guys a lot, whether it's the good or the bad, or how I'm going through life. It's like, you guys motivate me to always be a better person of myself. I promise you guys, you are helping me out more ways than one. You guys always are there to make me a better person, I swear. Like, I'm getting emotional about this, man, because this is truth, man. I really appreciate you guys a lot. And I really appreciate the show as well, because, you know, again, striving to be the best person that I could be in life. And that's all we should do, man. We should all be a better person in life. Even if you are, like, doing something that's bad or whatever, or, like, you know, it's something you can't control, you know, try to be a better person about it, and, you know, just take the step forward to get that help at the end of the day. So with that, I'll see you next time. Peace.